Hello everybody, Tyrone the God 3 here, and welcome back to Dragon Ball Super Review. Today we'll be reviewing the episode 16, Vegeta Becomes a Pupil, Take Down Whis. I really like this episode too, as far as like just chill back episodes, and I think you can tell when an episode's a chill episode only because during the Beerus saga, or at least during the Battle of God saga, you could tell which episodes were actually dealing with Beerus and which ones weren't because they had Beerus in the background as a silhouette. I think they're following the same principle here, and I noticed that the opening hasn't changed since episodes 15 or 16, which kind of disappoints me, but I believe they're probably going to change the opening when we actually get to the main villain of this saga, which obviously most of y'all know him already. But regardless, hopefully they change the opening soon, because at first I want to see some new visuals. I want to see, like, this is a new saga. I want to see new visuals, obviously. But other than that, this episode was really good. This episode was more character driven than anything else, rather than the last episode, which was just like, it was characters, but it was comedically showing off characters, whereas this one's more character driven for the characters that are already there. We actually get some pretty decent parts that happen here. Like, I like how Goku is, back at working as a radish farmer again. And we basically get a scene similar to the first episode, only this time Goku's like sleeping while he's on the tractor, and the tractor is still operating normally, but Goku ends up like moving while he's sleeping, so the tractor is spinning in all these weird directions, but he still manages to be safe somehow, and it's hilarious. So then Krillin shows up, and I gotta say I really like this scene between Goku and Krillin because we got some flashbacks of events that happened in the original Dragon Ball series and just Dragon Ball when the two were kids. And we got to see that Krillin and Goku were really equals his training, were more or less equals, but Goku started to slowly get stronger than him. And now we've cut forward to the future where Goku's at godlike levels of strength while Krillin's, I want to pin him as strong enough to fight off against third form Frieza and be okay. That's how strong I've always pinned Krillin at this point in the series, realistically. Humans unfortunately don't have the benefits of getting the Zenkai boost like Saiyans do. So it's kind of obvious when Goku's like fairly stronger than the others. So that's where I've placed Krillin, basically. And when Goku punches Krillin, Krillin goes really far, like really far. He even goes to like somebody's house and stuff like that, and Goku tries to catch him, and Krillin winds up hitting a giant stone wall instead. So Krillin gets healed up, and I believe Krillin has Krillin's made it essential that he's going to start training again, I think is what he's saying, which I think is really good. Unfortunately, I can't for the life of me see how Krillin's gonna make up the gap between him and Goku by simply just doing regular training. Goku and his God power has already proven that a regular training session isn't gonna do it. I mean, I know the goal isn't to catch up to Goku, but the goal is to at least have Krillin to be noticeable as a fighter. But I think this is going to be the weirdest way to come at it. I do like that they're focusing on this because it's something I would actually really wanted to talk about. But anyway, we cut through that situation. It's a nice moment too between him and his family and Goku, and I like that because Goku and Krillin are best friends. Like, the two are best friends. So I would love to see more scenes that involve them two because they're best friends. But anyway, we get the other half of the episode that deals with Vegeta's conflict, because Goku gets to training while he's working, but he's trying to train and work at the same time. He's getting rusty is what he's saying is happening. But while that's all taking place, we see Vegeta's situation, and we see Vegeta has come back from training and he's all muddy and musted up, and we see that Whis and Bulma have actually been hanging out a lot. And what Bulma tries to do is something I think is a little selfish, but at the same time it's smart, if nothing else. She's trying to butter up Whis so that if Beerus comes back to destroy planet Earth, at least their family will be spared, because Bulma's taking Whis out to all these restaurants so that Whis can eat all this great food. And the plan is, I'll feed you food, so long as you don't, destroy my family. So in theory, it's a good plan. I just can't help shake the fact that it's kind of selfish. I wish he would do it for everybody, like friends and family, and not just just family. Sorry. So while that's happening, Vegeta sees that Whis is there, and Vegeta actually tries to force Whis to tell him where Beerus is, because Vegeta wants a rematch with Beerus, because his pride is on the line. And it's funny. I think it's kind of cool. Whis is so powerful that Vegeta can't even sneak attack him. Like, there's something about Whis that's preventing Vegeta from even trying to sneak attack him. And then Whis calls Vegeta out and goes into something that I think is really interesting for DBZ. Because in DBZ, we've reached pinnacles of power that are really high now. Like, warriors can destroy planets without even much thought. Whis goes in and shows that Vegeta's ki isn't controlled, which is a weird factor. I've never really stopped and thought about what real ki control is, because the Z Warriors have shown them been able to fly, shoot energy beams, manipulate where the energy beams are being moved, things like that. So I really never stopped to think to myself, what is real ki control? And ki is already probably one of my most favorite forms of energy in terms of anime energies. Ki, chakra, nin, all of those. So the fact that Z Warriors have been going this long in the series without being able to control it interests me. So I'm very interested to see what Whis' training is going to be. So Vegeta learns by firsthand from Whis that Vegeta can't control his ki, which means Goku more than likely can't do it either. So then Vegeta gets interested and is like, okay, maybe you can train me, that way I'll be strong. Cause it's hard for Vegeta to go in and convince Whis to train with him because Whis just doesn't want to. So then, Whis actually says you can do it if you become the new god of destruction. So when Beerus passes, Vegeta will take the throne, which I thought was an interesting proposition, because in the movie Goku gets offered the position, but in here Vegeta gets offered the position. So that's a cool difference. Anyway, long story short, Vegeta goes ahead and declines that offer, but then he decides to go ahead and go, hey, if I can treat you to some food that's more delicious than the food that Bulma has already brought you, then can you train me? And this is where things get really interesting between Vegeta and Bulma, because Bulma's taking Whis almost everywhere. So Vegeta takes Whis almost everywhere, and it just doesn't work out because Whis has already been to these places. So then we get the return of Cooking Vegeta, and I'm like, yes, Cooking Vegeta is back. And but he's really bad this time, and I really don't like that because it's inconsistent. How are you going to make Vegeta really good at cooking during the whole boat part, during the Battle of God Saga, but here he can't even crack a simple egg. But in the boat saga, he was able to kill an octopus and make takoyaki balls. It's off to me. It's off. But I do like how he cracks one of the eggs, and instead of getting yolk, there's a freaking chick that comes out, like a baby chick. And then Vegeta calls Bulma out and is like, there's still one last thing of food that Bulma hasn't taken you yet that's the most delicious. And I was thinking, oh my god, well, what is it? Is it like chocolate cake or something? Is it dessert? No, what it is instant ramen. Instant ass ramen noodles. And he boils them, makes them, and then Whis falls in love with them. And when he's eating them, he melts. And basically Vegeta's gotten his position as pupil now. Like, Whis is going to train Vegeta now because of all this. And Bulma's kind of pissed off, but she's like, whatever. At least Vegeta gets training and he'll be out of the house and that. So, what ends up happening is that Vegeta packs a shit ton of instant ramen. Like, it's in his bag, and they travel to Lord Beerus and Whis' planet. And when that's happening, we also see that Bulma has packed Vegeta a new gi. So we get some understanding as to how Vegeta has a new outfit now, and I really like that. And I hope in the next episode they explain how Goku gets his gi, because I've got to be honest, the Resurrection F outfits that they have really grown on me now. Yeah, like I really like the way they look more so than their regular outfits that they've been wearing. So I do like the new gis. I've loved the new gis ever since Resurrection F, or ever since like the scans for Resurrection F. So I'm glad that they're getting an outfit change here. That's really cool. And then after that, they head over to Whis' planet, and that's about it. And then we basically end the episode there. This episode was really good. It was very character driven. I loved the moments between Goku and Krillin as well as Vegeta's hilariously comical moments. Um, they've made Vegeta a lot more lighthearted in this series, oddly enough. But at the same time, he still hasn't lost his Vegeta-esque features, if that makes any damn sense. But yeah, I do like that how they've maintained Vegeta's character while still giving him some goofy-like quirks. And I'm guessing that's to show that he's grown a little bit. Like, this is the calm Vegeta. This is good. He's a good guy. Buu Saga's over. He's finally got a little bit of that chip off his shoulder. He's still serious, but he's mellowed out quite a bit since trying to destroy the world in the Saiyan Saga. So yeah, with that said, the next episode we see Goku's actually doing a lot of planning in order to get training from Whis 2. How does Goku get the information that Vegeta's at Whis'? I'm guessing that when everyone gathers to see Videl give birth to Pan, then Goku's gonna be like, hey, where's Vegeta? And Bulma's gonna be like, he's training with Whis. And then Goku will get inspiration, and then the fight with Chi-Chi will begin. Because that's what I'm labeling it. I'm labeling it as Goku versus Chi-Chi as the next one, because that's basically what is going to be a fight to go see can Goku train with Whis. The next episode is titled Keep the Secret from Chi-Chi. I want to go train too. So yeah, we see that. Overall, really great episode. I can't wait to see how the next episode goes off, because we'll get to see some nice moments between our Z Warriors, mostly Gohan and Videl, because they're having their babies. So with that all said, really good episode. See you all then, everybody. Tyrone the Guy 3 out.